What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Rebuilding Everton. Today we have a Merseyside Derby against Liverpool away from home, so that's going to be tough. We won the home leg. Now we have the away leg. I'm not too hopeful going into that game. Liverpool are doing okay in the league, sitting in 7th. They're 7 points behind us, so we're doing pretty well. We then have Manchester United in the league. They are top of the league, clear by 6 points, but I have a game in hand. So me and Liverpool are the only teams that haven't played yet for this game week. So I can get to 3 points behind them with this win against Liverpool, and then I could even jump them if we beat them at home. So we drew with them last time away from home. So I'm hopeful we can get a home victory, even though they're going very well in the league. We have a better goal difference, so that's something. In terms of the last 3 games since we were last here, we lost to Stoke the last episode. We then played Leicester and played really well, beat them 3-1. 3 goals in 11 minutes, 19th minute, 22nd minute, and 30th minute by Malheiros, Watkins Jones, and Alexander Douglas. It was great to see Alexander Douglas get a goal because he's gone a while without doing anything. So he got a chance this game because Saul Quintero was injured. So he got a chance and he scored a goal, so I was happy with that. We then played Leeds and smashed them 5-1. But we did not score a single goal. There was not a single goal scored in the first half of this game. I played the 4-3-3 in the first half. It was awful. They were the better team. We just were lucky to not get through without giving up a goal. I switched to the 5-1-2-2 in the second half, and we scored 5. They scored 1 in the 84th minute. Zigovic, Diop, Malheiros again with another goal. He's popping up with a fair few amount of goals for a defensive midfielder. Everton, and then Gavin Shewan, who came in as the third center back in this game. They all got goals. A great result. I think that is the tactic to play away from home. I think it just is. That's what I'm going to be playing against Liverpool. It just seems to work away from home a lot better than our 4-3-3 does. So I'm going to keep trying with it, see if it can really turn around our away form this season. We then played Coventry away from home. I did play the 4-3-3 against Coventry, though, because I felt like I wanted to be a little bit more attacking. I felt like we'd be able to comfortably beat them. I fully rotated the squad. Hallison Bruno got a start, and he scored a goal. And Kaltoff scored a penalty in the 69th minute. So, a decent game. We weren't that amazing. Diop, again, with another poor performance. I'm trying to sell him. I don't know if anyone wants him. Teams that want him for 20 million, and that's just not going to happen. He's valued at 70. 74, I believe. So I'm looking to sell him around the 80 million mark, 80 million plus. I got an offer of 94 million for him a year ago, but that was before I knew he was a garbage player, so I didn't accept it. I probably should have accepted it because it was a great deal. I think it was from Man United. So we've been kind of poisoning Manchester United with a terrible player that should be good and then bringing in a lot of money, but we turned it down. Now I'm looking for anything above 80. If I can get anything above 80, he's gone, and then I'll bring back our center midfielder out on loan to Benfica. And he probably will start because he's been doing really well at Benfica. So he's looking really good too. He looks like he might be our best midfielder already. But there's also another man that's leaving. Ramon is going to be leaving at the end of the season. I had agreed a transfer fee with another club, but he turned them down and instead went to Nantes in France on a free. I couldn't sign him. He wanted $212,000 a week. I'm sure he's taking a third of that at Nantes. He's probably going to be on $60K a week or something ridiculous. Because that's how this game works. They'll sign for other teams for peanuts. They want everything from you. So, it's kind of good that he didn't accept the permanent transfer or the paid transfer because that means we get to keep him until the end of the season. And he could be useful, especially because I don't think we're going to be able to bring in a center back in this transfer window. So we kind of needed him, especially if we're playing this 3 at the back, which looks like we're going to be playing quite a bit. So he stays, but he's going to go. I'm fine with that. He's 31 years old. He's not even valued that highly, $3.4 million. He's a good player, but he's 31. He's on the tail end of his career. But center backs especially get really bad really quickly. So once they age and once they lose their pace, they're just not good players at all. So I'm not super sad to be losing him. I tried to sign a player anyways, just to bring in, just because I thought he was going to be leaving on the permanent, or leaving on the paid transfer. But you can only have. Let me find the rule. If I go to the rules, I think I saw this earlier. Teams can sign no more than 6 foreign under 21 players from abroad in a season, which is a dumb transfer rule. But I'd already met that quota, so I couldn't bring in the center back I was looking to bring in. I was looking to sign. There's a lot of very good center backs that I want to sign. Like this Dick Brady, this an Englishman. Like he's pretty dang good for an Englishman. English wonder kid. It says he's a natural defensive midfielder, but I think he can play center back. I think he could be really good. And he's, non-foreign, so he's a good option, but they want like $77 million for him. I don't know if he's worth $77 million. He's not game-changing, really. He's just a decent center back right now. I don't know if he's ever going to be a superstar. He's got 4.5-star potential, but I don't know. I think he's more the 3.5-star ability kind of guy. So I'm probably not going to go in on him. The guys I do want, one of them is Samuel Ducourant. I put in some bids for him, but they turned them all down. They wanted like $150 million. He's a wonder kid, really good mentals, 19 decisions, 16 work rate, really good physicals, pretty good technicals. Heading's a little bit low, marking's a little bit low, but he's got good tackling. 13 for passing's a pretty good for a center back. Says he's the best at right back, but I think he's best as a center back. He is only 6 foot tall, but he has 15 jumping reach, so I think he's fine as a center back, and he can play right back if need to be as well. So he's a very versatile because he also has a fairly strong left foot, and he has a decent knowledge of the left back position. So I really like this guy. It's just a versatile option that can play anywhere on the back line. But yeah, they want $150 million for him. Even though he's unhappy and wants to leave, wants to move to a bigger club, they won't let him leave. So I'm going to keep my eye on that one. Maybe in this next transfer window, he'll finally become available. That's what I'm hoping for. I think he's 5-star potential. Yeah, 4-star ability, 5-star potential. So yeah, he's like the best option out there. This Genovese is another really good-looking guy. Amazing technicals, solid mentals, solid physicals, some amazing physicals, but his pace, strength, and acceleration all aren't unbelievable. But agility, balance, and jumping reach all above 17 or above. He looks really good too at 19, but they want like $200 million for him. So again, I'll keep my eye on him. And there's finally this Marco Saric. His physicals are just nuts. Just so good. Everything else isn't amazing. Like, he's got solid mentals. He's basically Eric Bailly if Eric Bailly could play football. Like, 13 first touch, 15 decisions, 14 concentration, 12 passing. Like, he can do football things, but he's ridiculous physically as well. So, he's a great option, but again, they want a lot of money for him. The guy I was going to bring in is this Rolf Arne Moe. He's a Norwegian defensive midfielder by trade, but I think he can play center back. He's not the most physical in terms of speed, but he's really good strength, really good jumping reach at 6'2", really good agility, really good composure. His mentals are all very good except for his aggression, which means I would probably try to play him as a cover duty. I think he'd be better as a cover duty than as a defend duty. He can play ball playing defender still. He's got 13 passing. Marking and heading a little bit low, but heading I'm not too concerned about. As long as you have like 12 heading, I think you're fine as a center back. I'm more worried about jumping reach as a center back than I am about heading. Good positioning. I think he could be really good. 5-star potential. 4.5-star potential. Labeled as a wonder kid, so he was who I was going to bring in. It was pretty cheap. It was like a $7 million deal, but I couldn't because it's too many foreign under 21 players. So we'll have to wait till next transfer window, and hopefully I can get this Ducourant or Genovese or Saric. They're the three I'm really targeting. I don't know who I would prefer of the three, because they're all really good. I think they're all like 5-star potential. So, yeah, I don't know who I want. Is he labeled as a wonder kid? Yeah. Ducourant, I think he's labeled as a wonder kid too. 5-star potential. I think I want Ducourant. Genovese, 5-star potential as well, but he's not labeled as a wonder. He is labeled as a wonder kid. So they're all 3 wonder kids. This guy's 6'3" as well. With those technicals, like, he might, I don't know. I'll take all 3 of them. I want all 3. But we need to worry about this game against Liverpool first. Before we get to any more transfers, I don't think we're going to be making any more transfers in this, or any transfers in this window. There might be some free signings, but that's going to be it. I don't even know if I'll be able to make them because will they count as an under 21 player this season? Or if, since they're a free signing in the contract, will they not? I don't know. I wouldn't think they would, since I wouldn't be able to bring them in until the next transfer window. So hopefully I'll still be able to sign them. Just a couple youngsters with okay potential. This is a squad I'm going with to face Liverpool. Ramon starts, Albarracin starts, Sousa starts at center back. I still don't quite have Jamie Marshall back. He's out for another 6 days, so he might be back for the next match against Man United. Veridiano and Thomas Duffy are going to play on the wings. Celso's going to start as the defensive midfielder. He's been in really good form. We saw he scored in 2 straight games. Zigovic and Alaro seem to be our best partnership right now. Erivelton's kind of fallen off a little bit recently. I trust Alaro. I want him to be like one of our best midfielders because he is partially English. So he's had a lot of bids for him, mostly from big clubs too, like Barcelona. But I don't want to sell him, mostly because he's English. Like, I don't have very many non-foreign players that are really good, and he's a really good non-foreign player. I don't really want to lose him. I'm going to go with Kai and Kaltoft up top. Kaltoft natural at center at striker, so he's going to be just fine there. Doesn't have the best finishing, but everything else is good. He's the more creative option of the front two. Vidovic on the bench. Quintero on the bench if I want to change it back to the 4-3-3. I have a right winger to bring on. Erivelton and Diop, Ferreira, Albias, and Schuhen all on the bench. I think it's a strong team. Alexander Douglas misses out on the bench because I prefer Quintero. He's been in much better form. Douglas has done some things recently, which is nice, but just not quite enough. Let's get into this game. Let's play the Merseyside Derby. I'm going to pump my fist and say, I know we are the underdogs here, but go out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for. This is a big derby, so fans should be a good shout. Everyone's motivated except for Ramon, who's aggressive for some reason. Ryan, it's Derby Day. How much do you look forward to taking on your local rivals? It's always a tremendous occasion, and the atmosphere is something to behold. Hopefully we can harness the energy and intensity of the day and send the fans home happy. Do you have any sort of relationship with Omar Daff? I'm okay with him. He's a model citizen, satisfied with life at the moment. No relationship. I can go to him with anything and vice versa. We trust each other. I don't want to be super buddy-buddy with the Liverpool manager, but I'm not going to be just intentionally mean and deceitful and anything like that. There's no reason to do that. I really didn't want to play the Manchester United formation, but it just seems like the best option. If we're going to try to win the league, we're going to have to do whatever we can to get the best results. And I think going to that formation is going to give us the best chance of getting a result. The 4-3-3 obviously did not cut it against away teams, or when we were away from home. Obviously didn't cut it, so I had to do something different. This is what I decided to do because it's a similar formation to what we use, just without the wingers. Just added a center back and moved one of the wingers to striker, which a lot of our wingers can play striker, so we've got plenty of striker depth, really. As Veridiano lets that go off of his back, but he makes a good tackle, but it falls to Diaz, who takes a long shot, but it goes just over the bar. Just over and just wide. That is a goal kick. This Liverpool team has already gotten off to a decent start. Mahoney's already on a 7.1. I don't know how he can get a 7.1 that quickly. I don't know what he's doing out there, but he's doing it well, whatever he's doing. As they're looking to be the much better team so far, they have the only attacks of the game. Sadal, and that's a penalty. Who is that? Thomas Duffy gives away the penalty. I'm sure it's going to be a penalty. It looked like a clear trip. That's not the way to lose a goal. I mean, make them earn a goal. Don't give them a free goal. That's so frustrating. We were pretty good at not giving away penalties last year. I think we gave away 2 all year. And I think we've already given up like 3 or 4 this season. I know it's a harder difficulty, but I mean, come on. They're going to get the penalty, and I don't think I've seen an AI miss a penalty on us yet. Since this series started, they have never missed a penalty. It's ridiculous. As Aymeric Albert, the Frenchman, I'm assuming, scores the penalty. I think he's a defender for them. So the French defender is their best penalty taker. Yeah, he's their right back. As they're going to take a goal kick now, they are absolutely throttling us. Albarracin heads it right to Diaz. Not a good header from him. This tactic is not working this match. That's an easy header on for Messalongas to catch. 32nd minute. Do we have a shot yet? 1 shot, not on target. Not very good. They only have 1 shot on target as well, and that was a penalty, so they're not doing a whole lot more, but we're just not creating nearly enough. We scored 5 goals the last time we played this tactic in 1 half, as Kaltoft is through, but he's offside. I thought it was close. I thought he was just on, but apparently he was just off. We have so many, called off goals as well this season. So many offsides goals. I don't know. I think it just happens more because you have a chance to review it. Like before, it like you just won't. You'll immediately get called for the offsides, and the play will stop. But now, since there's VAR, which you don't have in the championship, you get to get a VAR check for every single goal that goes in, and it seems like it's more likely to be called back for offsides, as that is an awful first half of football, from us especially. I'm far from pleased. Leonidas, why are you demotivated? You weren't that bad. That's motivated him. I don't know what to do to change this. Like, no one's played particularly poorly other than Thomas Duffy, who gave away the penalty. Kaltos says it on a bad rating, but I haven't seen him. I mean, he scored a goal. He was just slightly offside. Can't really blame him too much for that. Hopefully we have our first attack here. We still don't have an attack on camera yet. Joaquin Jones, well, we do have one. It was the offside goal, but that doesn't really count because it was offsides. And it looks like this isn't going to be our attack either, as we give the ball away far too easily. Albert comes down this right-hand side, our left-hand side. He gets tackled by Olaru, who does a good job tracking back. I do really like how the midfielders track back in this system. They really help cover on the wings, since we only have the wing backs out there. The midfielders do help out a lot. As Joaquin Jones heads that on, but he can't quite put it in the back of the net. A really good header from him, but it just barely doesn't go into the back of the net. Hits the post and then just goes wide or just comes back to the keeper. That's going to be an easy grab for the keeper there. Looks like we're finally slowly getting into this game. I might have to switch to the 4-3-3 because we are not attacking nearly enough. They have a ball over the top to Gardba, and that's a goal. That's just far too easy. Harris just unmarked at the back post. What are our defenders doing? I have to change it up. Who's going to come off? Now, Harris has done okay. Olaru's been okay. Zigrovic has been awful. His worst game, maybe like one of his worst games of his career. Kaltos going to the left. I'm going to make a big change here. Now, Harris is going up there. You're going to the middle. Which center back is coming off? Alberacin's been awful, but so is Ramon, and he's in danger of being booked, as is Paulo Sousa. Alberacin's better match sharpness, so I think I'll trust him a little bit more. I'll take off Ramon. I'm going to go to a 4-2-4. Move these guys back. Keep them as complete wingbacks on support. Get these guys inverted wingers on attack. Bring in Quintero. Bring in Vidovic. Don't want these guys both as... I think I'll go... Wait, I meant to take off Zigrovic. I meant to take off Zigrovic instead of Malheiros. Malheiros in the middle. Quintero out there. Ramon off. Advance forward. Ball-winning midfielder on support. And... I guess Mazzala on... deep line playmaker on support. Let's do that. Go attacking. All right, see if this changes the game, because we are getting absolutely destroyed right now. Like, it's not even close. This game is not even close. They have like 2 XG. We have like 0.1. 0.15 XG. Absolutely pathetic. As Malheiros puts a ball in, but it's going to get grabbed by Albuquerque. We've just not created anything at all. The tactic looks so good against Leeds. 5 goals in 1 half. But it's created absolutely bum tits all this game. And they've scored again. Our defending is absolutely shambolic right now. Like, that's just the easiest freaking goal. Just across to the back post, headed down to a guy that's unmarked. Why is everything so easy for them? Like, who is this? Albuquerque, what are you doing? He's just watching him. He's not marking anyone. Like, these center backs need to get over so much quicker. They're just jogging. It's pathetic defending. Very attacking. Very attacking. Be more expressive. More direct. Still work the ball into the box. Distribute to target man. Much higher up. We need 3 goals in 20 minutes. And I don't think it's going to happen. Let me change my set pieces as well. Corners, attacking. Video should be here. You should be there. You there. Yeah. Fine with that. Just mirror that on the other side. Why are you there? You should be there. And then you need to stay back here. Do I want a Laru? I want Malheros coming short. Yeah, I'm going to change this too. Malheros coming short. Confirm those changes. Hopefully that changed something up. Hopefully we can get a set piece goal that can kind of kickstart our game so far, because we have been absolutely sleepwalking. I'm going to break them every single opportunity I can, because they've been absolutely incompetent. Thomas Duffy with a chance to make amends for what he did, giving away the penalty. Doesn't look like he's going to. He's had a 6.2. As Watkins Jones has a chance, but he hits the post, and he is offside. We scored 2 offside goals. Are you freaking kidding me? Absolutely ridiculous. Like, how can they just not keep themselves onside? It's not that freaking hard. Let's see. Like, he's not trying to be onside. He's not even trying to stay onside. Neither striker is trying to stay onside. I don't know what they freaking think they're doing. Can I break them again? I want to break them until they freaking die. Who's getting fined? Duffy's getting fined. Kaltoft is getting a heck of a fine. That might be a 2-weeker. If he goes down to a 6, this is a 2-week fine. I think I have one more sub, but I don't have anyone I can bring on the left. Velton, I'm going to bring on Velton. Who's going to take off? Malheros, he's on a yellow. He's going to come off. Velton's going to go there as a shadow striker. Larry behind him is a deep line playmaker. Complete wingbacks on attack. Push them forward. We have 4 minutes to get 3 goals. It's a little bit too late for me to make those changes, but it wasn't going to do anything. Like, I could have played like that all game and we wouldn't have scored a goal. That was onside. We're just destined to not score a single goal this game. We can do nothing right in this game. Absolute shambolic. Just unacceptable. Absolutely just... You have to be completely humiliated to be an Everton player right now. To be absolutely destroyed by your biggest rival. This should be a goal. If this is not a goal, Velton's getting fined. Thank you. Velton with an easy goal. It's a little bit too late, though, you little midget. Maybe I should have started him from the off, but I don't know. He hadn't been playing that great. This is the first goal he's had in a while. I think he had one like 3 or 4 games ago, but yeah, they've not been good. This team has been absolutely awful. Duffy and Kaltoft are getting fined. Let's throw a water bottle. It says I expect to see you in tomorrow in training. I'm furious with your defending, furious with your playmaking efforts, and absolutely furious with your finishing. I can't really blame him too much for the finishing because there was no creating in that match. That result was obviously be a disappointment. What did you make of your team's performance today? It was awful. I want to apologize to the fans who had to watch that today. It simply wasn't good enough. A result like that against such a fierce rival must really hurt your pride. I feel distraught. I am. Screw it. I'm going to be truthful. I feel absolutely distraught. That was an absolutely pathetic performance. It took 91 minutes for us to find the back of the freaking net. I'm going to love finding these players. It's always fun to find players. I don't know. Am I sadist for that? I love getting enjoyment from finding players a week's wages. It just feels good. You didn't go down from a 6.1, so you're just going to get a 1-week fine. Anyone else I can find? I really want to find somebody else. I don't have enough finding out of my system yet. 6.5, 6.6, 6.5. I don't think anyone else got below a 6.5. 6.4. Can I? Discipline! Yes. You're finding a day's wages because it wasn't that bad. Thomas Duffy, though, is 6.2. Gave away a penalty. He's, like, either really good or, like, historically bad. Same with Kaltoft. Like, they're both the most inconsistent players that have no inconsistencies. He's a little injury prone and he's fickle, but no inconsistencies. Supposedly he's in good form. You'd be surprising me if you told me that, because he's on a 6.7. He's in pretty crap form, actually. Again, no inconsistencies. He's not specifically consistent, but he's not inconsistent. But they are consistently either amazing, or it's like they're not even professional players. Like, they're like semi-pros. They're amateurs on every other game, pretty much. It's just unbelievable. Now that I'm mad, we get to play Manchester United. Yay! That's going to be so much fun. They're probably going to absolutely destroy us if we play anything like we just played against Liverpool. I'll see you for that shambolic. Wait, before we get there. Saul Quintero has indicated he feels you were too harsh on the team against Liverpool. I am going to absolutely ream you if you come back to me with this. Oh, this is going to be fun. I think you were a little too harsh on the team during the team talk you gave against Liverpool. Do you agree? No, you were pathetic. I've got no concerns about the matter, and neither should you. I think you're in denial about your role in this issue. If you don't drop this, I'll be forced to place you on the transfer list. Okay, I'll sell you. Get the freak out of my team. You do not question my ability. 27. No, he's valued at $37.5 million. Give me double that, and I'll consider it. I will sell him. I have no worries. I'm going to kill this man. It wasn't good enough. Finances weren't right. 45 million. 42 million. Okay, he's not going up. This is not how negotiations work. 40 million. Can I just cut him? I really want to release him on a free. I really want to just kick him out of my team. Under 23s. You're playing with the kids from now on. I'll play a freaking under 12 player at right wing if I need to. Well, that was fun. I'll see you for Manchester United, I guess. And this is the squad we have for the Manchester United match. I've been desperately trying to sell Joseph Diop, and the only team that wants him is Ajax at half price and 30K of his wages. No! I'm not going to give you a player that's valued at $74 million for 30 freaking 2. I guess it's less than half price. I think it's $32 million and $30,000 a week of his wages paid. Like, no. That's not going to happen. You're paying $70 million for a player that's valued at $70 million. I don't know why teams will never sign your players for over their market value. Like, I've almost found that unless they're like a wonder kid, they won't pay over or near the market value for a player that's really freaking good. And he looks like, I guess they know he sucks. Everyone must know that Joseph Diop is an absolute travesty of a player. I'm saying that I'm actually playing him this game because he's been in decent form, Aravelta goes on the bench. Olario's dropped because he's been awful. Absolutely awful. So he gets dropped. Give Diop a chance. Douglas gets back in as the right inverted winger. Saul Quintero is completely dropped. Jorge Perez takes his spot. I've been trying to sell Saul Quintero as well, but again, no one wants him. I mean, what is it? Roma came in for him for a loan deal with a mandatory future fee of like $20 million. He's valued at $37. Give me $30 million and I'll let you have him. $35 million, especially, and I'll let you have him, but not $20. They offered like nothing for your players. It's so frustrating. But this is the squad I'm going with. Arias comes in at left back because Thomas Duffy is just a garbage can of a player last game, so he gets benched. Ramon is benched as Embarrassing holds his spot next to Sousa. Marshall is almost back. He's returning to full fitness imminently, but he's not fully fit for this game and only recommended to play 45 minutes. So I'm not gonna risk him. He gets to play for next match against Tottenham. Let's just get into it. Hopefully Alexander Douglas has a good game. I need him to play well because we don't have a backup now because Saul Quintero is blackballed from this team. You don't question my ability, and as a team talk, when you lose 3-1 to your biggest rivals, oh, you were too mean on us. No, screw you. Be a man. Step up and take responsibility for your terrible play. He didn't even play the like. Why? I'm not even talking. I wasn't even yelling at him. He didn't even play that game. Well, yeah, he did. He did come in. He was awful. So yeah, I'm blaming you. You were terrible. You came in and did absolutely nothing. So take responsibility for your actions. Don't blame me. Be a man, or you get cut. I really wanted to just release him on a free, but we'd have to pay about a buttload of money, and I'm not doing that. I'd much rather him rot into the under-23s until he goes on a free. Let's get into this game against Manchester United. See if we can get our anger out on Manchester United. I'm going to thrash my arm, say I expect to see a much better performance from you today. I'm expecting to see solid defensive work. I'm expecting you to take control of the midfield, and I'm expecting quality finishing. It's not the best weather for football out there today. How do you think the conditions will affect your performance? My players can adapt to any situation. You can make a real statement about your intentions in this match and go on the attack from the first. I'll take whatever gives us the best chance of winning. I'm not going to be stupid and go attacking against Manchester United. They're the best team in the league. They're ahead of us by 6 points. They're a little good. I'm not going to just throw every man forward and give them easy counterattacks. Make them actually work for their goals. Hopefully. That's the plan, at least. I mean, if it was Liverpool, they'd just give them free goals out, whenever they wanted one. But this isn't Liverpool. This is Manchester United. Hopefully we can put in a better performance. Otherwise, I might be cutting half my team because I'm just so angry at some of these players. I'm not even angry for their performance. I'm just angry because Quintero's a little girl. Like, if he wouldn't have come to me and cried, I would have been fine with him. But he comes to me crying about, oh, you're too harsh. Be a man. Step up and take responsibility for your crappy play. As Kaltov takes up responsibility for his crappy play last game, he comes in and gets a goal. Arriving at the far post after the header on from Watkins Jones, Kaltov puts it in the back of the net to give us a 20-minute advantage. 1-0. Watkins Jones heading it on to Kaltov at the back post. That's why you always have a striker or an attacking player attacking the far post when you're playing at front post corners. You get those header ons sometime, and they are right there for the guy attacking the far post. So always use that. They're going to have an attack here, though. It looks like Salvadori. Over the top for Flores. Puts the ball across. We get the... Are you kidding me? If that would have been a goal, I would have raged. Hits it off his own player. Goes right to their striker, who hits it unfortunately, right into the hands of Messalongas. But that probably should have been a goal for them. They were just almost gifted one. So Alexander Douglas has come away with this one. Use your 18 acceleration. There you go. Or 19. I think it's 19 acceleration. Kaltov got to score that. And he does. When he plays well, he plays ridiculously well. But when he sucks, he's historic levels of bad. I don't understand him. He's not inconsistent. Like, I don't understand why he's so bad sometimes. Other times, he's just ridiculous. He's our best player on our team 50% of the time. The other 50%, he's like the worst player on our team. But he boggles the mind. But I don't care. This game he showed up, and now we're 2-0 up. They have a throw-in now with Odoa. Conte back to O'Kane, not Conte. O'Kane back to Odoa. Gets headed out to Guinoizu? I don't know. Mackay at the back post. I'm guessing he's Scottish. Probably Scottish. Sounds like a Scottish name. Good save from the goalkeeper, though. Messalongas with a 7.1 this game has been earning his wage. As that header gets put just far wide. We are going to get out of this first half with a 2-0 lead, it looks like. Great first half. Exactly what I wanted to see from this team to bounce back from that pathetic performance against Liverpool. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. We have a free kick here. Diop's going to take. Put it to the back post. Watkins Jones is just going to head it over. I don't know why Diop's taking those instead of Malheiros. Maybe I haven't changed my deep free kick set piece takers. I don't know, because Malheiros should be taking those. He has the best free kicks in the entire team. And he's not really a target in the box. He's like 5'6". I mean, he's no 5'1". He's not 5'1", but he's still not a big player. So he's one yellow card from suspension, but we've got plenty of defensive midfielders that I trust. I trust Luan Ferreira equally as much as I trust Malheiros, even though Malheiros has been pretty dang good. Coming up with a few random goals, but just as defensive, I think he's defensively a really good player. I think his pace is really important to this tactic because he could just close people down from anywhere. Like, he's so quick closing players down. kind of screening for the front line. As Alexander Douglas gets through a tackle, but can't put the shot on target. Needed to do better there. I would expect better from Alexander. Well, I don't know. He's playing a good game, supposedly. But I haven't seen anything good from him yet. Salgado's offside, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. He stood offside pretty far. It's a pretty obvious one. We're going to hold on to our lead. Zigovic, I'm going to take off. Bring on Everton. 5'1" Armenian. Yeah, he was just standing offside. He wasn't off by that much, but he definitely was off. Highlight here in the 90th minute. Pretty much game over. They're not going to come back from this. I need to make more subs. I've only made one sub. I've been too busy being angry. Berenstein's going to move to the right. Ramon's going to come in. And then Mel Harris is going to come off so he doesn't get that yellow late in the game when the game doesn't matter. No reason for him to get sent off, right? Or not sent off, but him to get a second yellow card or suspension from yellow card accumulation this late in the game when the game's already won. So I'll bring on Ferreira. Arias playing decently well this game. Alexander Douglas somehow with a good rating. Caltoft was amazing this game, but Watkins Jones also a good key man. I'm glad one of our fullbacks is playing well because it seems like, fortunately for us, it seems like whenever one plays poorly, the other plays decently well. So that's nice. Messalongas also has a pretty good game. 7.0 average rating. I don't know how many shots he had to save last match, but he was probably pretty decent last match too. As Everton goes through on goal, and he scores. The Armenian midget, Everton, scores to put us 3-0 up. What a performance at home against the team top of the league. Unfortunately, we lost to Liverpool, so this isn't good enough to give us the top of the table, but dang it, if we would have won that game against Liverpool, we would be top of the table right now. Everything in our hands. I know it's probably a little bit too early for me to be expecting a Premier League victory, like a Premier League title, but I have high expectations for this team. I think this team is really good. I think I put together a really good team. Alexander Douglas with an 8.3. Great performance from him. Great performance from Messalongas. Susan Albertine, good performances. Diop playing well, 7.0. Good to see. Zigovic not having the best game of his career, but not too bad. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your performance out there. Nobody gave us a chance today. Well done. Absolutely proud of that. They put the disappointment of Liverpool behind them. Saul Guterres out of the squad, so we don't have to worry about him. That has to be a satisfying win for you. I'm very happy we did everything we set out to do and proved to be by far the better team. Absolutely. We are 3 points behind them, but a much better goal difference. I don't know who they have coming up, but we have Tottenham next. Then Crew Alexandria in the FA Cup 4th round. That should be an easy victory. They're a League One team, I believe. So that should be a victory there. Nagelsmann is amazed that they lost. Douglas on form. 2 assists. Superb with the number and quality of your chances. Club form should keep Quintero in Mexico squad. You don't want to do that. He's a little girl. You don't want to give him a first team position. As coming up, we've got Tottenham and Crew, like I said, Norwich and Watford. Watford's going to be tough. 3rd in the table. Burnley and Southampton. I don't want to come back from Watford and Southampton to do those matches again because we already did those matches once, but they're 3rd and 4th in the table. Like, there are direct rivals right now, so I don't want to not do it. Wolves are 18th. West Ham are 8th. Bournemouth are 17th. Then I don't want to do the same matches twice in a row. It's like Man City Arsenal makes a lot of sense after that, but I don't want to do them again. It's like all of our matches are just clearly defined in this schedule. I think I have to come back for Watford Southampton. I don't think I have a choice. They're 3rd and 4th in the table. They are direct rivals for Champions League football. No one is 5th or anything, right? That we're playing anytime soon? 8th. 5th is Arsenal. Chelsea are 16th right now. That is terrible. Stoke are 7th. I need to come back for that Stoke game. I guess I'll see you for Watford Southampton. Hopefully next season we can get a little bit more create a little more variety to the teams we play. But these games are just so important for the scope of our season that I can't really not show them. So I'll see you next time in the next episode for games at home or away against Watford and at home against Southampton. We beat Watford last time, I believe, and lost to Southampton. Yep, beat Watford 2-0, lost 1-0 to Southampton. So we'll play our 5 at the back against Watford. See if that can help us get a victory in that game. And then I don't know what we're going to do against Southampton. We might play the 4 at the back. We only lost 1-0 away from home. So if we play our 4-3-3 at home, I think we should be doing like we did against Manchester United. Maybe this 5 at the back isn't going to work as well as I thought it was because it absolutely crapped the bed against Liverpool. But Liverpool, obviously, always a good team. Where are they at in the table? 6th. So that's a really disappointing loss. If we're trying to get Champions League football, that's a very disappointing loss. Whatever. I'll see you in the next episode. If you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.